I'm Jamie Stewart. Only in Newsday, immigration crackdowns are causing some men on Long Island to take a pass on playing soccer. Here's a look at how the sport has been impacted in Suffolk County.
Many years ago, the soccer here was but now everything is decreasing.
It's different, according to Miguel Flores, for two reasons: the economy and the government's strengthened stance on immigration. Soccer lovers in several Long Island communities are staying away from the pitch.
Right now, actually, we have only 6 teams. And we used to have 12, 16 teams.
Some of the players are staying away. The numbers are down. They have fewer teams. Some leagues have not even started playing. One league in Hempstead has put off playing until at least the end of May. So there's definitely a real fear out there. And not all the players are here illegally. Some of them have legal status. But ICE is arresting people with legal status in some cases. So there's just a generalized fear in the community as well as in these soccer leagues.
Men's soccer leagues on Long Island typically have between 10 and 20 teams. But Flores says a lot of those leagues are now down to half that. And for communities like here in Brentwood, soccer isn't just for fun, it's a way of life.
The most important thing for the community is we practice sport, we have leagues. We bring these kids to, participate in sports and keep them out of trouble.
They live and breathe this stuff. They really go crazy with soccer games. We have the World Cup coming here to the U.S. People are really excited about it, and this is their local version.
While immigration agents have conducted numerous raids and arrests in Brentwood over the past year, Flores says they have not raided the soccer fields. However,
they're afraid just to get to the fields. Last summer, I believe there was one team coming to a field and they heard about a checkpoint on the social media sites. They stopped, turned around and went home. So just getting there is a fear factor for them. It's a really difficult situation, and it's taking away this kind of beloved activity in the community.
All right, first in Newsday, a New Jersey man accused of stalking and harassing a Suffolk County nurse will be brought to Long Island Tuesday to face charges. Earlier today, Michael Pasick waived extradition to face outstanding warrants in Suffolk. The charges include bail jumping and criminal contempt. The 47-year-old is accused of bombarding the nurse with sexually graphic messages, violent threats, and unwanted gifts for 3 years. A 10-year-old on an e-bike was seriously hurt after a car hit him Thursday night in Lake Ronkonkoma. Police say the Holbrook boy was riding in a shoulder service lane of Patchogue-Holbrook Road when he was hit by a vehicle and thrown from the e-bike. He's being treated at the hospital. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard has resigned. She says she needs to step away as her husband battles bone cancer. Gabbard is the 4th cabinet official to leave during President Trump's 2nd term. Her last day is June 30th. Well, going into a busy holiday weekend, a runway at LaGuardia Airport is still closed. The Port Authority says repairs are being made to part of the tarmac damaged by a sinkhole. Flight delays and cancellations continue. Crews expect to reopen the runway at 6 a.m. on Saturday. And there's a new entrance to Grand Central Madison. The MTA says the 45th Street entrance will make it easier to access the station and give another option for riders. The drone show at Jones Beach has been rescheduled because of the weather. The 20-minute performance was originally set for Sunday, but is now on for 9 p.m. on Monday. The show will feature 1,000 drones on display above the ocean. And now a quick look at tomorrow's weather. Get outside early because the rain is coming in the afternoon, which means it's a great night to stay in and watch the Knicks and Cavs Game 3. All right, this summer, dozens of drones will be scanning our oceans for sharks to keep beachgoers safe. Andrew Anger has the story from Jones Beach.
As we enter beach season, swimmers may or may not want to think about this, but the sharks are out there. Some big, some small.
You worried about sharks?
Are you worried about sharks?
Yes.
You are?
Yes, I'm
Over the last few years on the island, sightings and even some shark bites have been on the rise. The result, experts say, have improved water quality that attracts bait fish closer to the shore.
Warmer waters. It's definitely warmer out there, cleaner waters, and that attracts the sharks as well.
To keep an eye on the sharks in our waters, the State Parks Department will fly more and bigger drones. Governor Kathy Hochul announcing there will be 46 drones and 67 operators stationed at the state beaches on the island.
And we've also trained our staff and our lifeguards more so on what shark fins look like, so that we are properly identifying them.
Now that the State Parks Department has more of these highly specialized drones, they say they're going to be using them more often to keep an eye on the water, so folks who come to the beach here feel safe.
We're doing minimum 3 flights a day, in the morning, mid-afternoon, and in the late afternoon. Of course, should there be any kind of sightings or any concern, we could pop up that drone in literally a matter of minutes.
I think it's a great idea.
Awesome.
Definitely. Yeah, because everyone still has to get in the water. The sharks live there, so we have to go in too.
Yeah, we have to coexist, so at least if we know ahead of time, everybody out.
On Jones Beach, Andrew Enger, Newsday TV.
All right, thank you, Andrew. With Memorial Day approaching, Virginia Huey tells us about a Gold Star mother's mission to honor her fallen son. It's a story you'll see only in Newsday.
There is a section of Long Island National Cemetery dedicated to an army of soldiers from the War on Terror who did not make it home.
I think of you every day.
It is a place Kathy Hyder has visited hundreds of times over the past 23 years to be close to a missing piece of her heart.
So many years have gone by, but you still remain so heavy on my heart.
Her son, Private First Class Raheen Tyson Hyder of Bayshore, was the first soldier from Long Island killed in Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Raheem was one amazing, mischievous young man, and he was just talented.
Raheen was a gifted athlete and artist. He planned to use his GI Bill to attend college after his service and pursue a career in finance. But the 22-year-old infantryman's dreams died on July 24, 2003. He was killed when his convoy came under enemy fire north of Baghdad.
I'll never forget that day that they came to my door. And I just knew he was gone. I just knew.
In the pain of her loss, Kathy found her calling in life, and she made a promise to her fallen son.
Making sure that I kept his memory alive and the memory of all of the brave men and women that have sacrificed their lives for this country.
In 2003, Kathy began her mission of remembrance in the halls of Congress. She pushed for the passage of a bill in Raheen's name to increase the death benefit for armed forces members from $10,000 to as much as $100,000. The bill passed under the HEROES Act.
It's changed the lives of so many.
In 2015, Kathy co-founded Remembering Heroes. The nonprofit offers support services to active duty service members, veterans, first responders, and Gold Star families.
We help them with housing. We help them if they need furniture. I work with the homeless veterans.
Kathy broke ground for her latest service project last year. It's a 14-acre health and wellness serenity ranch for veterans in Bunnell, Florida.
Every day, I'm thinking, what can I do next to help that next family, that next service member?
For Kathy, every act of goodwill accomplished is a promise kept to her fallen son.
I love you. I'll never stop loving you, and I will always remember you.
For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
Very inspiring story. Thank you, Virginia. In sports, the Knicks were all heart in Game 2 against the Cavs last night. Josh Hart scored a career playoff high 26 points, helping the Knicks beat the Cavs and take a 2-0 series lead. Knicks beat reporter Steve Popper and I broke it all down from the Garden. The Knicks are 2 wins away from reaching their first NBA Finals in more than a quarter century after a convincing 109-93 win over the Cavs Thursday night at the Garden. It was an 18-0 run by the Knicks in the third quarter that opened the game up. Jalen Brunson had 19 points and 14 assists, but it was his podcast partner, Josh Hart, who had a team-high 26. Every starter scored in double digits. The Knicks never trailed in the second half. They now lead the best-of-7 series 2-0. Newsday's Steve Popper joins me now. Steve, the Knicks may have stolen Game 1. They did not steal Game 2. They were the better team. Why?
Yeah, it was all Jalen Brunson in the fourth quarter of Game 1. Today, they kind of showed that versatility that has been such a key through this whole playoff run.
I try to play with more joy, but more grace. I don't really celebrate, when I score or make a good pass and stuff like that, and I kick myself probably a little bit too much when I miss shots or, make turnovers, those kind of things. So I think I started to learn to play the game and give myself more grace and not to try to be perfect. I'm happy with that.
After the game, Cleveland head coach Kenny Atkinson, a Long Island native, as you know, he said the Cavs need to get their legs under them. What are you expecting as the series shifts to Cleveland this weekend?
Well, look, I think it's been very difficult for them coming off 2 7-game grueling series, overtime games. James Harden probably feels a little like me, but
what does that mean?
My knees hurt, his knees hurt. I saw him walking out with ice packs. But I think they're not getting any rest. It's every other day in this series. It's very tough for them to recover, to kind of find those legs. And the Knicks are just fresh and so many options for them that I kind of think it takes a load off them. Look, they're talking about 9 straight wins here, which is approaching NBA records. And they're trying not to think of it, but they're 2 wins from the first NBA Finals appearance in 27 years.
Yeah, I remember. So 9 straight playoff wins. The Knicks have not lost a game since April 23rd. And as you mentioned, 2 wins away from the NBA Finals. Game 3 is Saturday in Cleveland. For Newsday TV, I'm Jamie Stewart.
Feed Me is brought to you by GL Homes, a reputation built on quality and trust since 1976.
So the Knicks are hot right now as they continue their playoff run, and so is a viral sandwich named after their star player. Ken Buffa checks out the Brunson in today's Feed Me TV.
This big old sandwich is called the Brunson, and you can only get it here at Chubb's Meats and Catering in Medford. Let's go inside and see how it's made.
I had to make a sandwich for Jalen Brunson. I know him, my son loves him, everybody loves him, so that's how it came about. And because of the whole Philly ongoing thing, we did a chopped chicken cheesesteak with garlic parm. We don't use chicken cutlets. We use boneless, skinless chicken thighs. We marinate them 24 hours. We slow roasted them right before you got here.
That's for one sandwich?
Oh yeah, man, come on. Kind of like a little bit of a rocket ship. Once we posted it, once we named it the Brunson, people lining up, people grabbing it, grabbing 3, 4, 5, coming back the next day. Now we hit it with the juice. This is a homemade garlic parm. Onions go in. Now, here comes the fun part. This is a Cooper Sharp Provolone blend. And I'm gonna show you the secret tool right here. You need the best bread. We get our bread customized every day from Cardinale. My buddy Augie, he is the absolute goat of bread. Lightly toasted. I've been cutting meat since I'm 17, and I wanted to be different than every other butcher shop on Long Island, whether it's sandwiches, sandwich of the weeks, and a little more parsley, and that is the Brunson.
It's amazing. The chicken thighs have this really great taste to it. The bread is just amazing. The garlic and the cheese work really well together to make it this squishy, delicious kind of sandwich. 10 out of 10.
Ken Buffa, Newsday TV.
That does look great. All right, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. A wet weekend ahead, but the rain does clear out for the Monday holiday, and then temps start to rise throughout the week.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
And for more on the stories you've seen today, head over to Newsday.com. You can click Get More under the Newsday TV video box. I'm Jamie Stewart. More news coming up.
There's more to Long Island than you know when you picture this. Join Macy Egland for a journey through some of the major moments in Long Island's past through the lens of the Newsday archives. Picture This, available now at Newsday.com/picture this.